Tamil star Nayanthara has accused actor-producer Dhanush for festering vengeance against her forthcoming Netflix documentary after a letter was sent. In fact, the latter sent a legal notice for the use of certain unauthorized clips in the film. The Netflix docudrama Nayanthara Beyond the Fairy Tale, set to stream from the 18th of November, offers a peek into her professional and personal journey, including her marriage to film director Vignesh Shivan. The documentary features accounts from friends and colleagues and is peppered with visuals and highlights from her iconic films. I'm joined by my colleague Uma for more on this story. Uma, it seems that Nayanthara has now received a legal notice from Dhanush and she is complaining of Dhanush festering vengeance against her. Tell us, what is this what is this vengeance all about?
It's a very strongly worded 3-page letter that Nayanthara has put out on social media, and she says that for the last 2 years she had been seeking an NOC from Dhanush, who had produced this film called Nanum Rowdy Dan. I am also a rowdy. Rowdy is someone who is who is in the rowdy sheets of the police. So Nanum Rowdy Dan was the name of the film that was a very important and hit film for Nayanthara, and that had been in fact directed by Vignesh Shivan, who is now her husband and partner, she refers to in the letter as well. And that had in fact started her love story with Vignesh Shivan, and subsequently she has been in the news for going for surrogacy, having her twins, and all of that being told in a Netflix documentary. And she says that Dhanush has been harboring a vengeance against her, and that it has been festering against not just the film but her partner and her as well. And in a sense, she has tried to out the personality of Dhanush and projected him as someone very different from what he comes across otherwise in public functions, in audio functions. And she says that he has been rather petty, is what she's trying to say. So she says the legal notice that's been issued to her is for 10 crore rupees for using a mere 3 seconds of some footage that she says is not even part of the film, but it is something that was shot as BTS visuals on their personal devices. And even then he had asked for damages of up to 10 crore rupees, and that's what she says it has hurt her tremendously. And in a sense, she's put this out in the public domain, and therefore the battle has become ugly and public for a big star like Dhanush, who is otherwise hugely respected, loved and admired by his fans. This would be something that they would be quite agitated about and concerned about.
So Uma, Nayanthara has been asking for the footage for some time, and Dhanush didn't agree to it. She used it in the documentary, and thereafter this whole thing blew up. Is that correct?
Yes. So she says that this is something that's been festering for a long time, that even though he was the producer of the film, she says he had a lot of bitterness towards the film, and even the success of the film was not something that he had appreciated. Vignesh Shivan, who is her husband, was the director of the film, and of course she had starred in it as the lead, and there was also Vijay Sethupathi in the film. And she says that that's something that he has been harboring for a very long time. And even though he projects himself as someone very pleasant and a nice man in audio functions, she makes that mention in the letter as well. She says he has been behaving very pettily, and that's the reason why he had refused, or rather never reverted on giving an NOC for her to be allowed to use the music or the some footage from the film itself, saying that it's a copyright angle. But she says there is a moral side to it as well, which he is not addressing, and he cannot defend that in a court of God, even if he says that legally I have a copyright issue and therefore he may have a right to refuse usage of the film. So in a sense, a battle between two big stars in the Tamil film industry, out in the open and quite ugly.